we're in the home stretch right here. I don't think this is time for the coaches to back off, or anybody for that matter. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is the highest level of competition that you can have. It's the best teams, and we're going to have to play and coach our best. And we don't know who it is, so there's right now 3 teams that we could potentially play that we have to be ready for. And regardless who we play, there are things that we need to do, but then we also need to know as much as we can and be prepared for the players when they come back in, to give them the best information, the best scouting report, and the best game plan we can to give them the best chance to win. So, yeah, that job isn't done yet. Still got a lot of work to do.
Overreaction time or not? Can Tom Brady actually be stopped this postseason? Now, here's Brady himself on his performance this season when he set an NFL record with 28 touchdowns and only 2 picks.
I think he's just, trying to make good decisions back there with the ball. And even those 2 that I threw, I wish I wouldn't have thrown those. So, yeah, I think what it comes down to is, you try to practice those as much as you can, and you try to make those, decisions on the field, that are going to impact the season. And turnovers are a big part of the reason, at least for our team, why we've won and lost. So I get hammered home pretty much every day about taking care of the football. And, you try to limit them the best you can.
Yeah, I'm with Tom. Shouldn't have thrown those 2. My goodness, look at that. And by the way, remember, he's 11-1 as a starting quarterback. Didn't play the first 4 games because of psst. So is it, in fact, an overreaction to say that there's a team out there that can actually stop Tom Brady and the Patriots? Who's got the best shot?
That's a good question. I won't say it's an overreaction. I mean, Tom Brady can be stopped. I mean, the guy isn't invincible.
What?
He has lost in the postseason before.
Well, that's true.
I mean, if the guy was undefeated in the postseason, then I think it would be accurate to say that he can't be stopped. A team like Kansas City comes to mind when I look at the pressure that they're able to get on the quarterback. When I look at D Ford out of Auburn, who has really taken some steps forward.
Yes, he has.
Led Kansas City in sacks. If you can get a healthy Justin Houston, he's been real banged up. Obviously, we know they have Tamba Ali. And then you look at what they have on the back end with Eric Berry, some solid guys in the secondary as well. So, I think they could pose a challenge. When you look at New England, we know that Tom is going to be without his number 1 target. So that already kind of puts them behind the 8 ball. Gronk is that safety valve. That is Mr. Reliable. When you're in a jam, you need a first down, throw it to Gronk. So now you're left with Martellus Bennett. Now you're left with Julian Edelman, which is good. Danny Amendola has been banged up. So you don't necessarily have your regular core, your regular staples. So I think that is a kind of a drawback, maybe an issue right there.
That's fair.
Of course, he can overcome that, hands down. We're talking about Tom Terrific. But if we're thinking of a team that might be able to pose a challenge, Kansas City is one that I'll throw out there.
It's an interesting name, and I know they're the 2 seed, so we shouldn't overlook them. But I think most people think Pittsburgh right off the page. But I think you're right. Defensively, Pittsburgh doesn't have the weapons you wouldn't think
to slow
stop
down
Tom Brady. But the guys you mentioned in Kansas City, that's could be an intriguing matchup if we get that far.
Right. To put some pressure on and try to slow down Tom. Pittsburgh might be able to match them offense for offense.
But not defense.
But not on